All right, everybody, welcome to All About the Girls, the podcast. Joining me today is Aaliyah Stewart, founder of ASW Foundation INC and Gary Violence Prevention Coordinator. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you.
I'm excited too. It's been a long time coming.
I know. And you are like OG with us. You were on Great News Weekly during the pandemic.
Yes.
And that's when I first met you. I think you were like 16 then, right?
I think the very first time I met you, I was 16, and that was like 2016. And then in 2020, I was like 19.
Okay, yeah. Gosh, you have such an incredible story.
Thank you.
And I've loved being able to watch you grow and strive and really make a change in your community. So thanks for joining us. But
thank you.
For those that don't know what that means or don't know you and haven't got to see your story, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your mission.
My name is Aaliyah Stewart. I'm the founder of the ASW Foundation, which is a nonprofit that I started in honor of my two brothers that were killed. When I started this organization, I really wanted to provide hope for the lost, for the youth in the community that had lost a loved one to gun violence. I'm now 24 and the director of violence prevention for the City of Gary Police Department and Mayor's Office, where we strive to build a safer Gary with hope.
I love that. Well said. So you lost your two brothers to gun violence. Correct. And you basically said, I'm making change because of this. And it sounds like you absolutely did.
Yeah, I think with God, all things are possible. I think that the test that I went through to lose my brothers became a testimony to share with other people. And I'm very grateful and thankful for it every day.
Well said. I love that you have this calm confidence behind you. That is lovely. What motivated you or tell me a little bit about your upbringing? I think you're born and raised in Northwest Indiana.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what that looked like.
So my mom's my best friend. So
I've
always had my mom. I have a very big support system. My family is like my number one supporter. Of course, God, and my family, like I have been blessed. My family supports anything and everything, any idea I have or do.
Yes.
So in 2014, when I came up with the ASW Foundation, I called my mom's sister, my Aunt Carol, which is like my grandmother. She's super amazing. So I called her. She's like a co-lead at Cisco in California. So I said, hey, I know you have the answers and you have the money. So
you can help me.
You can help me.
Yeah, you got to reach out to your people.
Yeah, 10 years later, she's still helping me. She's still figuring it out. Not as much with the donations anymore because we've grown so much, but still just figuring out how to order things and support us. Me and my brother and my family, we grew up in Maryville. So my mom purchased a home in 2005 in Maryville. We lived in Gary for like quite some time, but my mom decided to move to Maryville and she's still in that home today. So I went to Maryville High School. I'm a class of 2018 alumni.
I love that.
And just growing up in Northwest Indiana was really cool. Like the region, that's what.
Kind of the region. Yep.
So just building friends and just being able to think outside the box. I was always outspoken in school. I always hung with the teachers instead of the students.
Okay.
So they were always convinced like early that I was an old soul and it would work out for me.
Yes. And I gather that now today, just talking to you a little bit off camera about what you're doing and what you're pursuing. It's it's absolutely incredible for how young you are. And it's kudos to you. That's huge.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about ASW Foundation. So you mentioned, this is to build support for those that have lost folks to this violence. Tell us a little bit more about what that means and what your mission is and what your goals are for the future.
So ASW stands for Anthony Samuel White, which was my first brother that was killed when he was 16. So my brother Anthony was always happy. He was a ladies' man. He had a very great smile. Like he just wanted to help people. And we were attending Family Christian Center before he died. That's where we both were baptized and we went there. And the day of his funeral, a white feather came down. But a couple weeks before that, Pastor Muncie was preaching on eagles and how they fly by themselves. And so my brother came home and he kept telling my mom he was an eagle. And my mom, no one understood it. We were so confused. But after he was killed, we kind of got an understanding and a piece of it. 4 people were shot, but he was the only person to die. And how Pastor Muncie broke it down to us is that eagles know when to fly by themselves. So my brother's death was just something that I just couldn't let be a death. His life was like way more. And even with my brother James that was killed later on, he was always happy and loving. But his death taught me to watch what you say and speak into your life. So even when I'm having a bad day, I always say every day is a blessed day because I'm doing better than some and worse than other people. And any day above the ground is like a great day. So with both of their deaths, I wanted to build something that it could be like a legacy, not just for my brothers, but for other people. So like I've encouraged other people to start nonprofits and help them in honor of their loved ones, because it's just about building a legacy instead of building a reputation of things that happen.
Well said.
Thank
Gosh,
you.
you are wise beyond your years. So speaking of, you've built this foundation, you're working with the city, you're doing all of these things. How do you define success for yourself through all of these things? Is that, and I think you can touch on career and personal life. What are you looking at as successes on your journey?
Success looks weird to me.
That's okay. Yeah.
So
well said.
I think that even when you're successful, you're failing in some part. For something you're not fulfilling.
Because you're learning all the time.
So success for me is, I think that right now where in my life I'm succeeding because I finally mastered who I am. And I think that with a lot of young people and people in general, they haven't mastered themselves. So when I first started my nonprofit, I knew I wanted to help the community. But then when I graduated high school, I was like, I need to do something to make money. So I pitched a for-profit business to my mom, and she poured her money in it, and the money of my late father and my stepfather and all of them like came together
and to support you.
Yeah. So I opened the store. The store didn't stay open a year. Happens.
Yeah.
And so at that moment, I was like, what am I doing with myself? And I think that when you succeed in knowing your purpose. And that's my thing now. Like I'm succeeding because I know my purpose. And my purpose is to work with children. And I still have my moments. Like every day is a day of like learning. Every day is a new day.
Yes.
Whether it's from a kid. I learn every day from the kids I work with.
Yeah. Tell me some more about like you working with these children. How are you working with them? I would assume it's within the schools.
So I go to the schools, and then I have a child care center. So we just became licensed 2 weeks ago to accept CCDF vouchers and be licensed with the state of Indiana.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. So before that, we would do like summer camps and after school programs, and it would all be free. But then the parents are like, hey, we got these vouchers. We have these things. Like, we want to help you be able to fund this because we would do field trips. Parents wouldn't pay for that. Like, it was a lot of different things that we've been blessed to be able to do for them. One of the kids yesterday, time is not really my friend. I'm still growing. And so I was picking him up, and he was like, what took you so long? Like, do you work or something? Like, what? But it's like learning, it made me be aware that, oh my God, at this age, he knows that time is, you're like, what took you so long? Like, what were you doing? So I think that a lot of times with life, you get so overstimulated. That's my word.
Yes.
I get overstimulated.
We have a lot thrown at us every single day.
And I'm just like, this is a lot. But learning how to log off. So like yesterday I was in a meeting and I was getting overstimulated. So I said, I've reached my capacity for the day. I'm going to log off now. And everyone in the meeting respected it because it was like, instead of her going like left on us, she just said, I've reached my capacity. We'll try this again.
Yes. Day. Well, and at some point, if you know that, it's better for everyone for you to call it. And you're going to be a better person, and they're going to get better input later at a later time. And I respect the hell out of that.
And even if the time don't come.
Yeah. I was in a meeting last night as well, and it was about a half hour overdue. Now, mind you, it's already 6:30. Oh, now it's going on 7. I have an hour drive home. Like, I want this to end so bad. And I sat in it and just kind of tuned out. And it was like, I'm learning every day too. And I'm learning that I probably should have done the same. Like, hey guys, I'm toast for the day. There's just no way I can pay attention anymore. It's purposeless for me to be here. And that's really intelligent.
So my cousin is a therapist, and we used to do our summer camp together. So Infinity Counseling Wellness is in Crown Point. She has a huge agency, and she just expanded to Miller as well. So we're actually located, part of our facility is located in her building. And she used to always tell me, Aaliyah, you got to master how to talk to people. And this is transparent. So I'm a very sweet person, loving. No one ever notices this side of me until it's about working with children. And I feel like you're not understanding or you're not treating it like your passion. So hiring people that have a passion for children is big for me.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a passion for children, you don't need to work for me, or you don't need to work around me.
It just doesn't make sense with your mission.
It cringes me. So when I was mastering that, some people do things for a job, I would go 40 or north, like crazy. Like, oh my God. And my cousin told me, she was like, you're going to stroke out before you even see 25.
Yeah. It's too much pressure on
like,
you.
What? And I was like, so I used to get so mad, and I would look at her because she was my partner at the time. I'm like, so you're not as mad as me? Why? And she said, Aaliyah, you're going to learn one day that you cannot change people. And you have to grab it. So now, yesterday, she was actually on the call when I said, I've hit my capacity. And she called me. She said, growth looks great on you.
Oh,
Because
yes.
you are learning. She said, instead of you going how you used to just go off the ledge, she said, you just properly say, I've reached my capacity for the day, and I'm going to go ahead and log off. And I went back in Cracker Barrel and ate my food, and I felt better.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to tell anyone. Because then it's like you go off, and then I apologize. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. But I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I did mean it, but I didn't mean it that hard.
Yeah.
So I think that with life, you grow and you learn in that area. And I think that's been my biggest thing. Learning how to talk to people that stress me out.
And because you're going to come against that forever,
Every
right?
day.
Your entire life will be that. So the better you can master it, the better. And it is so hard. I struggle with it, and I'm 42 years old, and I still can't get it together every time, because you're right. Like, we all have such different perspectives. And I think what I've learned probably from this podcast and women I get to interview like yourself is Mary Smith. We joke in studio and in office all the time. Mary Smith, she's the COO of the Four Winds Casinos. And she taught me, try to mind read. And I am such a mind reader. So if you come in and you're having a rough day and you're
trying to
short
figure it
with
out.
me or anything,
Yeah.
I'm trying to, is she mad at me? What did I do? Maybe nothing is the answer. Most often it's nothing. It's they're having a bad day, and it has nothing to do with you. And you're going to spend all your time and energy, most importantly, to mind read and figure it out. Yeah. Nope. Just going to try to stop doing that now.
Yeah. I think that with people, and even with the kids at the camp, children, they can pull it out of you too. So now what I've learned with the kids, I say, you're triggering me. I'm going to walk away now.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Because it's all you can do.
You're triggering me.
And they know no better. So if you yell at them, it's the same thing. It's not going to affect them anyway.
You're triggering me. I'm going to take a walk now.
Yep. And now they know, oh, I pushed too hard.
Yeah. When you get out of, I had a kid last week. She was super, super overstimulated. And I was like, what's going on? And I walked in, my partner, she's just like, this is her first time like really working a program that's kind of hers. So I walk in, and the little girl is screaming, and we have a nap area and a quiet area. I'm like, why is she yelling? What's going on here? And so I immediately felt myself getting overstimulated, because I'm like, she's old enough to tell us what's wrong. Like, what is your problem?
Right. She should be able to say.
Guys, she bit the teacher.
Ooh.
So when she bit the lady in front of me, my teacher just was like, okay, she bit me. I said, okay, she bit you. I was like, in the calmness in that moment, I grew another sense of learning, because she said, okay, she bit me. But it wasn't like, okay, she bit me, it's okay. But it's like, we're not matching her level in this moment. Yes. Okay, she bit me. I'm going to let you handle the situation. And there's that,
Smart.
So just learning from the people that you work with, and also keeping people around you that are not afraid to teach you.
Yeah.
It's a very big thing.
Well, and you're open to the input.
Yeah.
And that's huge. Like, not everybody's open to the input.
I might hang up, but I'll think about it, what you said. I might hang up. Yeah. I'll think about what you said, though.
You will get disconnected,
it'll work,
however,
in a couple hours. But at that moment, I will hang up on you.
My initial reaction might not be strong.
I'm going to hang up. Because I feel like you're attacking me. You're not on my side. So I'm going to hang up on you. And we'll try again in a couple hours once I calm down. Go to Asparagus, get some food, and try again.
Yes. Oh, great shout out. I love that place. It's wonderful. Okay. So tell me, now that you're working in all of these avenues, obviously it sounds like every day is absolutely different. But what does a day or a week look like for you in your career now, kind of, and how did you build to that point?
Chaos. It's like chaos. Every day I don't have a schedule. So I live my life off schedule.
And it's kind of probably dependent on what other people need.
What other people need, what I need, what I see fit. I'm a foster parent, so I have a 16-year-old son. Ooh. And do it again. Ooh. So balancing his schedule and my schedule in the police department and the daycare.
Yeah.
And just Aaliyah, I think.
Yeah, you as a human.
I don't have a schedule. So I've tried to, I have 3 phones. So I've tried to put things on schedule, and I try to remember. Today I'm supposed to be in Los Angeles for a conference for violence prevention. How did I remember? Looked on my desktop this morning. Where am I?
Yeah.
It's like
Right here in the
it's
NWI.
it doesn't. So it's like one of those things where it's like it's a blessing and a curse. So it's hard, in a relationship aspect because my partner does not. He's like, so you're gonna wait till today? You don't think we should buy tickets? If the flight is next week, you don't think we should have bought tickets a month ago? No, because you never know what happens.
Yeah.
So that's how I live my life. I live my life in the aspect of I will buy a one-way flight because who's to say when I get there I want to come home?
Yeah, I love that.
So
That's a
I
fun
don't. I
mentality.
just live life like nothing is promised to you. And I'm also say my family owns a funeral home, so I work in a funeral home. So I think that that's a part of the reason why I live my life like that, because people have
see
plans
it.
for years.
Yeah.
They planned that the next minute they were going to do something and they die.
Yeah.
So for me, I just live my life by the moment.
Yeah.
Don't,
And especially being surrounded by loss,
Yeah,
especially so
just
young in
gotta
your
live.
life, that's probably exactly what you saw and thought exactly the same. So it's a great outcome. And then you will, I think, absorb so much more of
Yeah.
those moments because you are in the moment.
You have to live. Okay, so Thursday, the rapper Quavo, he has a nonprofit. So I went to Atlanta Wednesday. Like we got there Thursday morning though. And I was supposed to leave Thursday night. I ended up staying till Saturday. My closing was Friday. And I texted a realtor like, hey, can I just Apple Pay you the money for the close? Like just you go. Smile.
You go do the thing.
Go do that. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta and have a good time, okay? And I feel fine about it. And I think that with so many other people, they live life like, we gotta do it like this, we gotta do it like this. And you look up, you've missed so much time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You've missed so much time. And I'm not saying that, because biblically you're supposed to do things like decency and order. But also, when people tell me you're supposed to do a decent order, I remember in the Bible, he says, be anxious for nothing. But in all things, trust God. Don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow has worries of its own.
Yes.
That's my favorite line.
Well, now you're always looking back or looking ahead.
Yeah.
Let's look right here in this
Today.
moment. Yeah. Live here.
This morning I woke up, I was 2 hours behind. Well, what can I do the rest of the day? Okay, the movers can come at this time. We can move this stuff in the house. Like, it's one of those things. And people can't live their life like that. But when I live my life like that, I feel accomplished. It makes me go home and I go to sleep and I'm like, ooh.
I did it.
Today was chaotic, but I made it.
Yeah.
But if everything was good all day, that would be so boring.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
My
absolutely.
life chaotic is amazing.
Well, and I think people,
they appreciate it.
It's and authentic. We're all better off with a little struggle.
Yeah.
Like you can't find the joy if everything's the same, right?
It's authentic.
Even in good.
It's like, I'm being my authentic self.
Yeah.
I don't live by a calendar. I don't live by a schedule. I put my bills in reminder notes for the day before so that I can do it. Because if not, it's not going to be remembered. And I have even, like, my insurance company, they call me because they know. She got 6 policies, but hey, Aaliyah, your payment's going to be due tomorrow. And I appreciate that because, like, my agent, like, he donates to my nonprofit, but he cares so much. Mm-hmm. And so it has made the whole office love me. They're like, hi, Aaliyah. We have payments due tomorrow for the house, or we have payments for the business, or it's time to renew. So it's a help, and it's not meaning people don't have to do that. But it's like when people see you trying, I'm trying every day.
And it's your way. And that's not going to be everybody's way. And that's
My
okay.
way.
Everybody's going to be a little different. Like I know some people that this way would make them insane.
Yeah.
There's just no way. But then the opposite, the other way would make you insane.
It would, because it's so boring.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me nothing went wrong today? Everything went right.
Battles? Lame.
Yeah. That's basically how I feel life is.
So as you've gone through this journey, starting so young, coming up at this age, already having so much under your belt, what has been some of the biggest challenges that you've faced along the way?
Consistency and procrastination.
Okay. So those same things you're talking about now. Yeah.
Consistency and procrastinating. I will wait till the minute before.
Wow.
To do anything. And I'm growing out of it.
I was just going to ask, and how do you overcome those?
Out of it. Like, I try to just buckle down in my mind. So I'm like, religion is, and this whole podcast is, of course, not, to force religion on people, but
of course,
my life is like,
but this is how you got here. So it's your journey. That's okay. That's life. Perfect.
I just ask God every morning to silence the noise in my mind. Or if I feel myself like midday, I'll pull over, or I'll even do it while I'm driving. I'll close my eyes at the light.
Just
And
take a
I'll say,
moment for
God,
yourself.
silence the noise in my mind. It's overclimbing what you're trying to tell me. So I need you to silence the noise in my mind. So I have to get up in the morning and I have to talk to God first before I talk to anyone. Because if I don't, it ruins my day.
That sets you.
It sets me for the day. And I have to fight hard to overcome it. And I have to pray harder each moment. So like even my mom knows that. My mom is very respectful of it. And I appreciate it. My mom be like, did you pray yet? If she called me early, did you pray yet? I'd be like, no.
And she can tell probably too. She knows.
No, it's like first thing in the morning.
She just
She'll be
asked
like,
you anyway.
before she start, did you pray yet? I'd be like, no. Return to sender, call me back.
Yes.
Because I haven't even started yet.
Yep.
So she knows, like, and even my friends, they make jokes on it, but I've encouraged them to get into church and they further their relationship. So now my best friend, she calls me, she's like, I see why you pray so much. She was like, God is really good. And I say, he don't have to be because we don't deserve it. It's like one of those things we don't deserve. So with me, I think that if I can master not procrastinating and if I can master consistency, I will be okay. Those are the two goals of my life right now.
And I love that I love that.
Yeah,
like you see what you want to work on and then you put it as a goal.
Yeah.
And it
I will
really
bounce
is.
around. If you tell me today I could put $1,000 into this and it'd be 10,000 by next month here. It's one of those things. So like for me, I just want to be consistent in one field. And I think that with my job and with the daycare and my life, I want to also build consistency for my son. I want him to be like, my mom was consistent in this. And that's the fight right now is being a parent. My son hates work, but he's 16. So figuring out and teaching him early, I have had to grow up faster than a lot of people. And so I'm 24, but I'm really like 44 in my mind with 2 kids, divorced, and on my second marriage. So that's how I live my life. And I think that if you live it in, like most of my friends are older than me, they're like 40 with kids,
because you have that older soul.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's a relatable conversation. And then I have my childhood friends, my 2 best friends were the same. They're older. They're 26. But we work together and it's a balance because we're all mature. So having a support system, good friends are hard to find.
Yeah.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, well said.
So
because especially at your age, looking for people that are like you, it's going to be really hard to find those because there's plenty of 25-year-olds that are doing the same stuff that your 16-year-old's doing, right? Yes. Not trying to go to work and not getting out of bed and doing all of those things. And so, you've far surpassed that. And it's probably hard to find like-minded people. Yeah, absolutely. Well said.
Pray for them.
That good. Yes, absolutely. And tell me a little bit, and maybe the answer is that you don't with what you're giving me now. How do you balance that career and that personal life and your passions all in a singular week, a day in your life?
Much prayer, much power. Like I try to write stuff down. Like my boss called me today and said, "Hey, you didn't submit your payroll." So I'll bring it in. It's like, and I think that I was just telling someone yesterday, I don't mean to forget stuff.
Of course.
I just have so much to remember.
And you have
so much in the
all
moment.
of this happening. Yeah, exactly.
So I haven't mastered it, but every day that's like I don't want to live like this. So I ask God to help me not live like this. I want to live in a way that we waking up at this time in the morning and it's a little bumps happen, but they don't murder me or they don't kill me. So I want to grab that aspect of my life, but I'm not doing the best in it. I live my life willy-nilly. It's like
we all have stuff that we want to improve on. Yeah,
it's like it's just free.
Well, and I think the humility that comes with knowing your weak points is so strong because then you can call it out. Like there's not a lot of people that can just say, here's where I'm weak and here's where I'm trying to grow and here's where I'm not where I want to be yet, because a lot of people don't even want to recognize that. It's hard for them to say that out loud. And it's just not, it's better to just recognize it and be aware of it and put it out in the world, because then that's going to help you just remember that that's your goal and remember that's your thing that you want to go for and improve. And it's just better for you.
And you feel better. I mean, for me, I don't think that I'm transparent too. So that's why I like doing podcasts like this, like in a way that people can go back and watch it, because people always want to live in a perfect world.
Yeah.
And
it's never going to be.
it's never going to be. I get people all the time that when they meet me in person, they're like, you're really funny. And you're really, but from your Instagram, I said, that's your fault because you let a picture that I probably photoshopped or did something to
Formulate
you.
an opinion just
Right.
from
Well,
that.
I'm just normal. Like I like to, hang and, well, let me not say I'm normal, but I know how to have my anointing and still be myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing.
It sounds like you have some of those times where it's really about you and you're off and you've disconnected and it's what you want to do now, whether that's chilling on the couch or hanging out with friends or whatever it is. Going to asparagus and having a little
to them about my problems. That's what I do it twice a week.
I haven't been there for a minute.
Really?
So yeah, it's been probably a solid year since I've gone. Okay, I need to get back there. It is lovely, and I love it.
Call them ahead of time and say, "Hey, can you put in my order for me? I'll be
Your
there."
bestie's on her way. Yeah,
I have a whole lot. Like the bartender starts, she's like, "What happened today?" I'm like, so she knows
how did this come about with asparagus? Like, is it just that you grew up going there and you love it, and so you just go back?
My mom is originally from Illinois, so she used to go to San Marino on Torrance in Illinois. So that's where she met Tammy. Tammy and her sister were the owners of that restaurant. So then Tammy came to Maryville, and her sister went somewhere else, and so my mom would always take me there. So I've been going to the asparagus location since they opened in Maryville. Way before I could do anything. So as they've
known you since you're little.
Since I was little, so it freaks them out now. And
you're grown and successful.
And then they like Kate, their whole everyone. I know Kate's husband, her kids, like the whole family. It's like a family thing. They call me an honorary employee.
I love it.
So like anytime I have like the toy drive, they donated food for that. The grand opening we had at the center, they donated food. Like they are great people. And I like should have stock in there because I go there every week, 3 times a week. I can tell you my bill by heart and I get points.
I love it.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
You get a moxtail with ginger. So that's like, if I tell her I had a rough day, she knows it's a moxtail with ginger and cucumber because I need something citrus.
That's
to bring
right up my alley. Okay.
We can go.
I'm gonna go there. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like,
you all should
Aaliyah's drink.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you? I have had a rough day. I need that mocktail.
You need that mocktail. Just with a smile, and then you can tell her your problems.
Love it. Shout out to them. So tell me some moments of doubt or burnout that you've had. Like you're so confident in everything that you're doing, but I'm certain there was some doubt or burnout. Tell me about it and tell me how you kind of handle those tougher times.
2022 was a horrible year for me.
Okay. And this is long time into your journey. So, if you started ASW at 15, so 2022, you're 22? 21. Okay. So you're well into it. 22. Tell me a little bit about that journey.
So, before that, I'm going to say 2018 when I opened my store. I was 17 when my mom opened the nutrition store for me on 61st and Harrison. Had a storefront, didn't know how to balance, didn't know how to make the money. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was pretty rough because I wasn't walking in my purpose. So February of 2019, I got nominated for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And I told God that if I won it for ASW, that I would stop the nutrition store and I would move from that point. So I ended up winning. I tried to break my lease, couldn't break my lease, and I ended up moving out in the middle of the night on a Sunday. That was a rough time, but I got back to my purpose. 2022, I was, drinking, partying, living, tired of being the mature Aaliyah, wanted to just live my life and be free.
Take a breath. Yeah.
God had other plans for me. I became septic shock.
Really?
Yeah, I became septic shock. This week, I was just partying out of control. That Saturday, I went to Atlanta. I was only supposed to stay till Sunday. I ended up staying until Wednesday. Wednesday, one of my friends called, said, hey, do you want to come to Atlanta? Come to Los Angeles. And I was like, I could either go to Howard to help my cousin move into her dorm, or I can go to LA and party more. And I went to LA. Got to LA. My cousin is a celebrity chef down there, so she was living in a beautiful high rise. And so I surprised her, and I went I had a really good day. But I had been drinking all day that day as well. And at some point, it was just like I felt God trying to get my attention, but I wasn't listening. So the next day, my body turned ice cold. And so I'm like, ooh. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, my legs hurt. I'm like, something's wrong. And she's like, well, what you been doing? But she was cracking jokes because I never call my mom like,
She's like,
wrong.
all right, what are you going to do? Yeah.
So I couldn't I kept talking to myself. So I called the ambulance and they were like, well, you just have an anxiety attack. And I'm like, no, I have asthma. This is not that. And they left. So I still feel my body going down. I'm like, no, this is not right. So I got an Uber.
It's declining quickly. You're getting worse fast.
I seen myself going pale. Ugh. So I called a Uber to the hospital. And when I got there, my temperature was 104.
Oof.
And so they had to hurry her up and give me morphine, calm me down. And he said, you brought yourself here? And I said, yeah. And the doctor said, had you waited another 24 hours, you would have died. Wow. So because you have no blood in your body that's clean right now. My white blood cell count had overpowered my red ones.
Oh my gosh.
So I was septic shock and I spent 11 days in Los Angeles in a hospital.
Oh my gosh.
And that time was I look back at pictures. Oh, I'm sorry. I look back at pictures during that time and I look at what I am now. And so many people was like, look at her. She's not Miss Goody Two Shoe. And it was a really rough time for me. And to look at my life now, it's it's nobody but God. And that was a rough time.
Yeah, that is rough.
I wasn't doing ASW stuff. I was just living. And if I was doing it, I was just doing it to get past.
Well, and especially when you start so young, being so mature and grown. Yeah, at some
I never
point,
wanted to see that part of my life.
I understand.
And I'm grateful for God's grace. He literally took me, dipped me in blood, and I really came out like white as snow. So that's why I live my life now in the element of I've seen he took everything from me in that year. And to be where I am now, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I live my life so humble because I know what it feels like for God to take everything. And so I try to teach people around me, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And that's exactly what I did. And when I lost my soul, God took everything I had. And now he's giving it back and he's doubled it because I understand what it feels like to not have it. And to be appreciative of
absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your passions outside of the work that you're doing and then maybe how those help create that balance for you.
I love going to church. I love church hopping. So I love good music. I'm the comedian of my family.
Okay.
In the my friend group. So I always make jokes about everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be the harshest thing I can make a joke about. So
that probably brings some levity to all of the situations.
I love being funny.
Good.
What else? I enjoy eating. Yes. So that's a big thing for me. And just living life. I just love to travel and I like to be spontaneous.
Okay. Yes.
So I like hanging out at the old people's spot, the veteran clubs.
Okay.
So going there, the AMVETs, and I play cards. I love spades.
Okay. I haven't played spades for years.
Oh my gosh. I'm a stickler of spades. And I'm the person that slams the cards and jumps up and yelling in your face.
And you got the jokes.
Yes. So you've been on this earth longer than me and can't play those type of things. So yeah.
That's awesome.
I just like to have fun. And I love hanging with my friends.
Yeah. And that probably helps kind of, do you think that takes it down a notch? Just being with your friends, getting them to laugh, all of that helps that stress from the day kind of come down, I would assume.
I call my friends, we stay on the phone. It's 24 hours in a day.
Yep.
At least 12 of them we're on the phone together.
I love that though. That's great.
If I'm in a meeting, it'll be in my ear and they'll hear something in the meeting and they'll make a joke. And I'm sitting there and they're what is wrong with this girl? Or we stay on the phone, we go to sleep together, we breathe. So we're all in relationships and our boyfriends are
you guys are
this
real
is
close.
What you do?
Yeah. But that's your crew. That's your people.
Those are my people.
You have a group of people that are surrounding you like that. Yeah. That's priceless beyond measure.
And they're both celebrity hairstylists. They're twins. So one does hair for Dana Evans, who's a WNBA player and joiner. The other one, she does the cast for Tyler Perry shows and everything like that.
Incredible.
Along with other people in BMF. So we are all growing in our own way. And so
and probably they're not obviously here, I would guess.
So one is in Atlanta and one is here.
Really?
Yeah. But we still the one that's here.
And you guys are so close, no matter what. That's big.
So my mom always makes the jokes you guys could live in each other's skin. I'm sure you would. They're the sisters I've always wanted. So we've been friends since 2017. I was 16. I'm about to be 25. So I am like their baby of the group.
Okay.
So one of the twins, she's like, I baby her, she baby me. And the other twin, she's like, Aaliyah, seriously. She's the friend that's like, you need to knock
She's
it
like the
up.
parent friend.
Yeah. But I'm normally like the parent friend. So it's like, we're a great group and it's so fun.
Great
like,
balance
I'm
too,
so excited like when we're done with this to call them and tell them, let me tell y'all what I've accomplished so far today. And we just go back and forth all day.
I love that.
If we're hungry, one of us will be like, dang, we're hungry. And you'll look up and like, we've Apple paid each other or something, some money to get some food, or we've DoorDashed some food for one another because we know what we eat.
Cool.
Yeah, we're like really, it's a
like
quick
that's
balance.
really big.
My family, I talk to my family all day. Like I talk to at least 30 people a day.
And do you have like you've obviously got your friend group that you talk to, the ladies, it sounds like, and then do you have like a family text that's all of them in one? Okay, yeah.
We have a family group chat.
And that's probably blowing up all day.
All day long.
And you love it.
One of my cousins turned 21 yesterday, so she went to go drink with her mom, and
this is cousins, like everybody, not even just like immediate.
My friends are even in the family group chat on Facebook.
It's like
Messenger.
Your family.
It's like we're all.
That doesn't have to be
them in, like if my aunt calls me, my auntie Carol and her kids, like I click my best friends in if I'm on the phone with them.
Like just combine this.
Or like one phone is like them on it. I'm like, hey, they said hey, or they said this, like. That's what we do all day long.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's just a balance. Like my cousin, she's turned 21 yesterday. She's in her senior year at Howard. And so she's really like, she grew up in California, so she's different. So she's like, yeah, I'm about to go get a swirl and drink. And I'm like, you don't even know how to handle liquor. But you're 21.
But you were, yeah, exactly.
She's an intern for my daycare for the summer. Virtually. So she gets all our flyers done. She does staffing, like she gets everything done. So I texted her yesterday and I was like, my aunt said, you letting her have the day off? I'm like, yeah, it's her birthday. But I texted her, I'm like, hey, I know it's your birthday, but you owe me a flyer that needs to go out this week. So send it and then you have the day off.
Okay.
She didn't send it. Okay. I'd already told her she was off, so she didn't send it. But yeah, my family is like, I get really excited about my family and friends because they're really cool. And then if one of them makes me mad, I can call the other person, talk about them. Yeah. And be like, let me tell you what they did. And then like an hour later, we're all back on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think it's, that's probably very known. And yeah, absolutely.
I tell them I talk about them.
Exactly. They know. And that's the biggest thing.
I told them.
We all have conversations about our relationships.
Just was talking about you.
And it wasn't very nice, but I'm feeling better now.
I feel better. I think we can be together now. That type of thing.
So you've mentioned a few already, I think. Tell me about some of the influential people in your life, obviously, particularly women, if you have those. Like, who are those staple women? Who are those people that have really impacted you through your years?
Oh, over my years, of course, God, everything, like the ladies in the Bible, Ruth, all of them haven't like really influenced me. My mother.
Yeah.
That's my girl. My mom is really good. My mom was a strict parent.
Okay.
Very strict, very mean. But I appreciate it now.
Yeah, I think, yes. I think almost all of us had strict parents.
Now, some things she did apologize for of her irrational parenting, as far as my mom never whooped me. So the joke was the other day, my son had done something. And of course, I'm not going to whoop him, but I took his phone. And she was like, I don't know why you're acting like that. There was a lot of times you needed to whoop. And I said, you should have whooped me. Now we're talking about now and me being a parent. You should have used your opportunity at that time, because I'm going to take his phone and continue to take the phone. But my brother used to always tell her, like, you need to whoop her. And my mom would be like, I think my mom knew that I would be outspoken.
She saw who you are as a person. Yeah.
Like my teacher told her one day, like, she's going to be a lawyer or something. Mom came to the school. She whooped me that day, though. But I meant what I said. But I was in like third grade, and she came and she whooped me in front of the teacher. And I'm just looking at her like, I can't believe this.
And what did you do to get your mom called? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was talking. And I think the teacher asked me to stop talking. But I kept going. Same stuff I do now. But she didn't appreciate it. Miss Beverly, I'll never forget it if she ever watches this. Never forget her. But the whooping was it was deserved. But my mom, I can count on hand. My mom only whooped me like 3 times.
Okay.
I really wasn't a bad kid.
A really impactful
she knew
person.
That,
yeah.
Like my mom, I was the only kid that could hang around her friends. Like when they went out for like their girls' date, my mom brought me.
Really?
And I would sit there and be quiet. I never butted in. That's why I live by the definition of be seen and not heard. Kids don't know how to do that no more. I was soaking up everything.
Yeah. I do think you learn a lot when you're
You
that
learn
type
a
of
lot.
person. I am definitely a very observant person.
Yeah.
And I think that was from a lot of observing as a kid. You're right. Like my parents would have friends over, or
And you would
we're in a
listen.
big family gathering and you're just listening. And yeah, you're absorbing like, okay, when this happens, and this is a reaction to this.
Mhm.
And you get to kind of learn a lot along the way, but only if you're listening.
Yeah, my mom's mom died when she was 23.
Mm.
She died 4 days before my mom's 23rd birthday, actually.
Wow.
And so my mom always taught me that me and my brother, that we were all we had.
Mm.
So in that element, when my mom cooked dinner, I didn't just get to sit in my room. I would have to come down and be her sumo chef. So like I would cut up onions, habanero peppers. She taught me how to do all these things, how to peel a potato. I was like 10, 11. So when my friends came over, I was frying chicken. And I remember one of my childhood best friends were 3 days apart. She went home to her mom and said, Aaliyah cooked a whole meal. Her mom said, what? She put something in the microwave or something? She said, no, Mom. Like she fried chicken and my mom would buy me the Stouffer's macaroni that you pop in the oven or.
Sure. Yeah.
But I appreciate all of that now because my mom always said if she was to die, she always wanted to make sure that I would be okay to live in this world.
She's prepping you in case the same thing
So I would
happens.
go into NIPSCO.
Yeah.
My mom would send me into NIPSCO. And she would be like, you go in there and you give them this slip and you tell them you want to pay this on your bill. And she was like, you better break down your change.
Teaching.
Yeah, at 18, I was working at Fifth Third.
Wow.
Like when I went in, and the branch manager remembered me from a kid because my mom would bring me in there when she would do her business. She would bring me into Fifth Third. So yeah.
Your mom. That's your person.
That's my mom. My Auntie Carol. My aunt was the lover. My aunt, my godmother. I've had so many people, my publicists, my aunt gave me the love that my mom was tough on. But I always said I could never imagine losing a child. So my mom had to, my aunt had to be that person for me because
absolutely.
I've never lost, I've never been through that. So we had to go through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that leads perfectly into my next question. It sounds like your aunt and your mom are really big part of that family support system.
Yeah.
Are there any others you want to mention from that support system, like that build that support system? It sounds like probably some of those friends and some of those groups that you have.
My friends, my family, my cousin, Julia. I actually have a tattoo for her. She's still alive, but I have it behind my ear. She used to always put me on her hip and I help raise her kids. So her daughter is the one that's a senior now in high school. At Howard. So all of us maintain a close-knit family. My cousin Toya, my cousin Chanel, they all have, my aunt's at the funeral home. I literally have, it's so many people I can go on for days.
That's amazing.
That has grown into my family. Miss Pope, Miss Tavetta. It's a range of people that never gave up on me.
That's incredible.
Ever.
And how do you think that kind of never give up mentality has helped you achieve what you have today?
They seen something in me that I couldn't see in myself.
And it helped you see it and live it. It looks like,
one of our biggest donors, Miss Disco, the Disco family, Miss J with Jay's Breakfast Club, they all were hey, lock back in, come on, do this, do that. So I think
get back to it.
Yeah, even my stepfather's family has been super supportive to me. And I think that my nana died in 2020. My nana was really good at being a nana and being understanding. And I think that's, you got to be the person that you want someone to be for you. You got to have that.
Absolutely.
People.
I'd love for you, as you are working to grow in all of these spaces and you've got all of these different things that you're juggling, what advice would you give to other women that might feel like they're struggling to find balance or feel like they're falling behind or just not doing enough? Or what advice would you give them kind of being where you're at today?
I would say really like Jeremiah 29:11, just trusting God and finding your purpose and finding your balance. You have to find your niche and your balance in that and be okay starting over.
Be okay starting over is so important because that's probably how you find
your
spot.
You can live a million lives.
Yeah. And what that is going to change depending on who you are. So keep looking.
I'm 24 and I've lived 10 people's lives and I'm okay with that. Because
and you've changed and you've moved. And
I'm working because you never want to stay the same. People always, I'm going to be the same person. I don't want to be the same person. I want to grow and elevate to be able to help other people in their spaces.
And not everybody wants to grow. I think that's a hard thing for folks that do want to grow to learn. Yeah. Some people like the comfortability.
Yeah.
I don't think it's get you where you want to go.
Right.
But some people do feel that way, and it's going to be a little bit foreign for folks that don't.
That's true.
Yeah. So this year for our annual All About the Girls theme, so we have an annual, obviously this is a podcast, we have the annual event as well. We had, Lake County for this year, we had a speaker named Sherry Ziller. We've had Tracy Brubaker. We've had Dr. V from the Urban League. We've had all of these incredible women on that stage. And this year's theme was Dear Me, advice you would give to a younger self. So in the vein of this year's annual event that we just had, what's a piece of advice that you would give to younger Aaliyah?
Fight back.
That well said and quickly.
Fight back. The race is not given to the swift, but to those who trust and endure to the end. Stay patient. It would have got better quicker.
Very well said. That's fantastic advice.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer. I'm not upset with any thing that I've ever done because God forgives me for it. But I think that just stay true to who you are.
And that patience is really important.
Don't believe in man because man will fail you, but God's love will be everlasting.
Beautiful. So what's next for you? What do you have on the horizon?
Ooh.
You mentioned you just opened your childcare center.
Yes.
You're working on a few different things. Tell us what that looks like personally and professionally in the next couple of years.
I always say I think that the plan that God has for me is bigger than any plan I could have for myself. As Director of Violence Prevention for the City of Gary, I'm thankful to the mayor, Chief Deputy, everything, Chief Cannon, and Chief Deputy Ellis for this position. I mean, it's really been something amazing to grow from. So just providing and preventing something from happening and giving the city more hope and more love and more of me. I mean, I think that I'm just like a gem and a wrecking to be forced with. And I think that when you put great things together, especially for the move that the city of Gary and direction it's going in, it'll be great. For the childcare, I'm just looking to continue to expand. My goals will be to just continue to grow and leave a legacy and not a reputation, of course, in my angle. And then for me, I just bought a home, more children. I want to foster more children. I don't call them foster children. Those are my bonus babies. So right now I'm looking to get 2 more boys because my son wants siblings. And I think that it will help him. Leave me alone. So just growing in that area and just trusting God and just letting ASW and I am them flourish and be whatever it can be. But I also want to tell you that I pray that God continues to bless you and what you're doing.
Thank you.
That it continues to supersede what you have in your mind for it. Because
Thank you.
That's the supernatural thing about it. I think that nothing that I've had in mind for ASW for myself was small. Yeah. And God always blew my mind. Funny story with my house. I went in going to rent the house and the realtor said, your credit is at the point where we can get you a loan to purchase this home. So that way you don't have to. And I think that it's all about having divine resources and people. So I went in just like, I'll just rent this house in Miller Beach. It's a cool house. I got to live in Gary, and it went from that to God having an even bigger plan for me to be able to own the home. So I think that in everything in life, I'm fighting and you got to keep fighting and take the word trying out. Miss J from Jay's Breakfast Club always says things don't just happen justly. So just being around those people and Dr. V over at Urban League. We're doing
shout out, love her.
Yeah, we're doing the Summer Learning Labs. So that
fantastic.
Next week. So just appreciating all of them that paved the way. Kim Patrick Berry. So many people helped me along my way and I'm grateful for it. Miss Chanel with the work that she does. So just continue to pour into my community and believing that it will be what God has it to be.
Perfect. Absolutely.
It's time to play the game.
No, you're absolutely right. We are on to the quick response questions. Okay. So this is the fun part of all of our conversation today. So I will, of course, as everybody knows, you've got 5 seconds to answer or you get buzzed by this obnoxious buzzer. Here we go. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Tacos.
That was great. What is your spirit animal?
Dogs.
If you could swap lives with any fictional character, who would it be?
Colombiana. Catalina.
Love this. What's your favorite smell?
Roses.
Ooh, good one. Cats or dogs?
Ugh, dogs.
What's your most used emoji?
Laughing.
What is one talent that you wish you had?
Singing.
This is a very popular one. What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
BMF, Chicago PD.
Ooh, that's another good one. BMF, I don't know that one.
Black Mafia Family.
Okay. If you could instantly master any instrument, what would it be?
I played the baritone.
Ooh, okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
If you could have dinner with any person, living or dead, who would they
Kobe
be?
Bryant.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Can't believe he died on me.
Yes, love. Oh, that's a great
me for the
one.
rest of his life. Yes.
Yeah, all the dinners. What's the weirdest thing in your fridge right now?
Ice.
Okay, so nothing weird. Yeah. Okay, nothing too weird. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
To make people be quiet.
Amen. Amen. That's perfect. What is the last thing that you Googled?
The number to the storage.
I was just going to say,
yeah,
I think
the
you
number
just
to
did
the
it.
storage.
Yeah. Well said, my friend.
I think
you made
that
it.
Wait. Oh my
you
gosh,
made it without
this
getting
is great.
buzzed at all.
I know my guilty pleasure TV show really is like a cartoon, but I love Stitch.
You love Stitch?
No one left behind.
Oh, you're so cute. I love it so much.
I have so much fun with you. Can I have these?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Please.
Put it in my office.
Thank you.
No problem.
Anything else you want to tell everybody before we head out today?
Be yourself. I think that if I could leave anything with anyone, be you and trust the process of being you. Love life because you don't have to be here. And every
we don't
day,
get long here. Yeah.
Millions, this is my last thing, millions didn't make it, but I'm glad to be one of the ones that did.
Well, perfectly said, Aaliyah. You are a gem in our community. We're so lucky to have you. It's been an honor to watch you grow, and it'll be an honor to keep watching you grow. So thank you for what you're doing. Keep it up.
Until next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.